Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Today I'm going to talk about something that I hear all too often from all too many people. How many times have you said yourself or heard this phrase, no matter what I do, I just can't lose weight? I hear it all the time, let me start by saying it's bullshit, and now I'm going to explain why. You'll have people who have been trying to lose weight forever, as they will tell you, and they'll tell you about all the diets they've been on and all the things they've tried, and then they'll come to the conclusion that they either weren't meant to lose weight, their bodies aren't built to lose weight, and they're just doomed to be fat and obese their entire life. And I just find this so funny because anytime I set out to lose weight, anytime I enter a cutting phase, not only do I lose the weight, I do it in such a reliable fashion that it almost never takes me longer than I think it's going to take me. Some of you might be saying, well, I must have good genetics for that. Well, if you're saying that, I urge you to check this video out right here to see how stellar my genetics are. I was obese most of my adult life, so to throw out that genetics thing is just bullshit, and it's an excuse you might make. You might have fat brothers and sisters, fat parents and fat grandparents, and that just means, with all things being equal, if you don't try specifically not to be fat, you'll probably just end up fat. Just like there's people that will end up skinny without trying to be skinny. That is genetics. There's a lot to that. Some people have a much faster metabolism than others. Now, that being said, once you step in and modify your situation, there's nothing you can't achieve. You can get to any kind of body fat you want given enough time and effort. There is nothing about your genetics that's preventing you from getting to a proper height and weight. It might be making it harder. You might have to work harder than somebody else, but so what? What's wrong with hard work? I think that's a big problem with the obesity epidemic going on in America and other first world countries, is that people don't want to work hard. People are generally lazy. I don't think fat people are necessarily more lazy than skinny people. I know plenty of lazy skinny people. I think in general people are lazy, but fat people have a combination of laziness and not the best of genetics. They're not going to be naturally lean. So you need to get off your ass and do some shit. I can't lose weight. Now I know you say that, but you've never, and I promise you this, you've never eaten in a caloric deficit for long enough to see weight loss, because you would lose weight. Now, if you eat in a caloric deficit for 6 months and you lose no weight, here's what you did. You didn't eat in a caloric deficit, you ate at or above your maintenance. And if you somehow are eating such low calories that you must be in a deficit and you're not losing weight at all, period, I urge you to contact NASA, perhaps a research college, maybe MIT, and you should get yourself studied, because your body doesn't subscribe to the laws of physics that the rest of the universe does. So you should look into that. But by and large, most of you have tried to lose weight doing various diets. They're usually exclusion diets, meaning you have to cut out a certain kind of food from your everyday intake. And those diets usually will accidentally put you into a caloric deficit, and you'll lose some weight, but then you'll go off the diet, the deficit will disappear, and you'll gain the weight back and then some. That doesn't work. What you need to do is simply track your calories. This method is surefire and never ever fails. Now you might say you tried counting calories and you did fail at it. Well, you didn't fail at it because it doesn't work. You failed at it because you did it wrong. And here are a couple very common mistakes. First of all, where are you weighing your food, or are you just guessing, looking at packages? You have to get down to the nitty-gritty. Little things that I'll see all the time. I have a food that I get all the time, and they come in pieces, and they say 9 pieces is a serving. So you might be tempted to count out 9 pieces and say that's a serving, log it down. Well, if you actually weigh those 9 pieces, they end up weighing what a serving and a half should weigh. So the box is lying to you. That obviously wasn't your fault, but you have to be very close. Weigh things to the gram. Now this might sound very tedious, and it is at first, but you just get so used to it that it becomes not so tedious. And it's a small price to pay for getting the results that you supposedly can't get. So that's one big thing. You have to be meticulous with your counting of calories. You have to weigh everything. You have to track everything. Don't forget things. Don't, if you track it as you eat. If you're about to eat something, put it in MyFitnessPal on your phone right now. Don't wait till the end of the day or try and do the whole day first, and then you're going to get confused. Oh, did I eat that? Didn't I? Track it as you eat it so you know it's in there. All right. Third, and this is what I think most of you, if you really look deep down, this is what you're guilty of. You're lying to yourself. You are not writing down everything you're eating. You're going on forums and saying, I can't lose weight, I'm tracking calories, I'm weighing everything. You are flat out lying to yourself. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it. You're either having a cheat day that you're not taking track for, or there's something in your diet that you're totally getting wrong. You're weighing it wrong, or you just don't care. Or you're drinking some kind of liquid that has calories in it and you're not counting it. There's something, I promise you, in your diet that you are screwing up if you're not losing weight in a deficit. And finally, if you've exhausted all these things, you've done all those things, you're sure you're not lying to yourself, you're weighing everything, you are 100% sure of your intake, then you have to lower your calories. When you finally reach that stage, drop your calories by 10%. Weight will start to come off. You're not special, you're not magic, there's nothing unique about your body. Count your calories, meticulously weigh everything, track everything. Don't have cheat days that you don't account for. You have to account for your cheat days. 6 days where you're eating 500 calories under maintenance are totally erased by one day that you eat 3,500 calories above your maintenance. And it's not hard to do. It's very, very, very easy to do, especially if you go out to eat and eat at a restaurant that has just high calorie foods. It's very easy to do. So that's really all I have to say about this topic. You can lose weight. You are lying to yourself. Now, I didn't get into the specifics of how to do deficit dieting and things like that. That's all in other videos on my YouTube page. I've explained all of those things ad nauseum. Just check through my other videos. But I wanted to put this one out there just for those people who really think that losing weight is beyond their control. It's not. You can do it, and you have plenty of resources right here to help you out. So that's all I have to say about this one. Please leave comments down below. You can also leave comments or questions over at the Facebook page at facebook.com/feedingfitness. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys next time.